Well, it's Sunday. Thanksgiving has passed, and it's about noon. So I'm going to head out to my deer stand, and who knows, maybe something will stray across my path and I'll get a clear shot at it. Stranger things have happened. Anyway, here we go. Welcome back. Well, it was fun trying, but all I saw was squirrels and a raccoon. I didn't see a single deer today at all. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for coming along. Hey folks, it's Greg. You're watching Greg's Country Cabin Outdoors. Hope you're having a great day. So I was at the Walmart store picking up my prescriptions because I'm now on Medicare, and so I had to have one of those Medicare cards in order to pick up my prescriptions, and it's a lot cheaper at Walmart, so that's where I have to go now. Anyway, my wife called, said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm standing at the pharmacy. And she said, oh, okay. She wanted to know if I was coming to the cabin. I said, well, I can if you want me to. She didn't know if I was going hunting. Well, I'm not going hunting because it's second season shotgun, and I do not have a shotgun tag, so I can't hunt, not even archery. You're not allowed to hunt archery during shotgun season in Illinois. But yeah, she was hoping that I might be willing to come to the cabin. So I picked up some groceries, grabbed my dog, and here I am at the cabin. Christmas tree's up. We can celebrate Christmas. But yeah, it looks to be a good weekend. I got out here after stopping at the grocery store, opened up the refrigerator, and there's a case of beer in there. The person that buys me beer on a regular basis, I mow for. And as far as I knew, we were already caught up. So I don't know if it's a Christmas present or if it's an early payment for next spring. But anyway, John, thanks. I appreciate it. So I've got plenty of beer in the refrigerator this weekend. I picked up a case while I was at the Walmart store. So I'm good to go. Unfortunately, you won't see this video until after I leave the cabin. So, hey, have a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to enjoying, kicking back, relaxing. It's been a couple weeks since I've been out here. I'll probably go fishing. We got plenty of food in the freezer. I've got plenty of vegetables. I don't have any potatoes. I don't care about that. I've got bacon and eggs and bread for breakfast in the morning, and I've got an onion that I can slice up. I've got liver in the freezer that I can make liver and onions tomorrow night. I've got a heart in the freezer that I can cut up and cook that over the onions. Makes no difference to me. It's venison and it's good eating. So anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you stick around for the end of the video. I don't have any special surprises, but I have a special request. Alright? Stay tuned. Well, I got some liver given to me by a hunter nearby, and I'm cooking up liver and onions for supper tonight for my wife and I. So, life is good. Hey folks, if you remember, that blue tarp right there was on top of that wood pile, and that wood pile extended all the way out to there, came all the way over to here, and all the way to right here. And yesterday we had a really nice day out here at the cabin, so I decided to move the wood pile. And I've had this rack here for a couple of years, and I had a bunch of bad maple in it, and so I cleaned out the maple, cleaned off the rack, and I raised it up off the ground. So now it's full of oak. So I've got a real good stock of oak. I don't have to worry about running out of firewood this winter. I want to get this pile cleaned up if it's at all possible. I don't have room in the shed, the wood shed right now for it all, and I don't want to cover up all of my walnut. But I've also got all of this oak right here that I need to get split up and get rid of. It's been here for several years, so it's plenty dry. It gets soaked every time it rains because I don't have it covered up, but hey, just part of life in the country. The lake is plenty calm right now. It was breezy this morning. It's settled down quite a bit, and we had some showers, so yeah, a little bit of rain, didn't amount to anything. In fact, the ground's not even wet like I expected it to be. I keep seeing the reflection of the neighbor's house over there on the lake and wondering what it is, but I finally figured it out, so it's good. All is well. I do have a bunch of styrofoam blocks that I need to get rid of. Hopefully next summer I'll be able to rebuild my dock that my boats are sitting on and use those as flotation for that and make it a little bit bigger. Right now I'm using 30 gallon, or not 30, but 50 gallon drums, and it's just a little bit too high up off the water when I get into my canoe or my boat, so I'd like to have something just a little bit closer, and those do a fantastic job. They're 12 by 12 by 14, and I've got let's see, a little over 100 of them, so I should be able to float a pretty good sized dock. Well, the pile's cleaned up. That was the pile of split wood. I've still got that pile of unsplit wood. That's all oak, and pretty well buried in there. It looks like the termites have been into it, so I don't know if I want to keep it and try to split it, make something out of it, or if I just want to take it over there to that wood pile and burn it. Either way, it's not getting done today. But anyway, thanks for coming along. It's winterization time, and I'm out here in the shed tow, and the only thing that I really have to winterize is this water tank. It's a 30-gallon tank, and there's a valve right there, and all I do is open that valve and it drains this tank. Then once this tank is empty, which it appears to be, I can turn on the water and pump out the lines. I don't know who moved that table. Doesn't matter. This door will close if I have to shift it just a freckle. Okay, it's not going to shift. Anyway, I can raise this up. Swing the door shut. And drop that back down. And it doesn't take anything. It's the tongue and groove flooring is what it is. And all I do is lock the tongue and groove together, push it shut, and it's done. Okay? But anyway, I need to drain that pump. So, the switch for the pump is right there. And I gotta drain the water off of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this pan rather than filling up my sink, because that means it's got to be swabbed out. So turn the pump on, which it's already on. Pump out the excess water. And I'm going to continue to pump this because that pump will run dry. That was the reason I bought that specific pump, was because it will not damage it to run dry. So I'm going to continue to pump this out until it's blowing completely dry, because I don't want any water in that pump. I don't want anything to freeze up inside there. So I'm going to shut it off and let the water settle down, see what happens. Now it's not sucking any water at all now. It's blowing air. It's trying to push some up there. So I'll shut it off and let the tank continue to drain out, if it will, and I'll be good to go. All I got to do is dump some antifreeze down the drain, because the drain trap, which I put in this year, is probably full of water. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Anyway, it's probably full of water, so I need to dump antifreeze in there to get rid of that. And it drains right on out. So a few upgrades have happened, and I got to winterize the cabin yet. All is good. So the tank's drained, the pump is drained. Now it's time to add the antifreeze in this trap. And I want to dump enough to completely displace the water that is in there, so that's more than enough. And if I wanted to walk away and leave the pink, I could. It's not going to stain this sink. It doesn't stain, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it up, and just like that, the shed toe is winterized. Time to head to the cabin. Sink's all wiped up. All's good. Hi, Chocolate. How you doing, girl? You've been pretty patient with me. Yep, you let me go over and winterize the shed toe. And now you're going to wait for me to winterize the cabin as we get ready to leave, aren't you? You're a good girl. Yes, you are a very good girl. So, the cabin winterization process is a whole lot different than the shed toe, because I've got a flush toilet in here. I've got a water heater in here. And I've got a bathtub, a bathroom sink, and a kitchen sink. And I have to do dishes before I leave, because I can't shut the water off until the dishes are done. So, I've already showed you the process of winterizing the cabin, so I'm going to save you that misery. It's like I got some trash to burn over there, which I can get rid of. I want to clean the toilet before I leave. So, yeah. Well, I took time to scour out the bathtub. There's no getting rid of that rust stain. But, you know, I think 1922 is when this tub was made, so it's almost 100 years old. It still serves a purpose. I cleaned the sink, and believe it or not, I cleaned the toilet. There's a lot of lime buildup, so I'm going to have to bring some CLR out here to do that. But anyway, it's at least sanitized. Here's that special message. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below.